Escaping the unrelenting, double-edged sword that comes with fame is rarely an option. This reality is especially true for K-pop idol V. The band has had their fair share of being caught within the throes of controversy, but V has far more scandalous episodes than your average pop star. In fact, he may be one of pop's biggest bad boys. But wait until you hear one of the biggest controversies that's actually pretty terrifying. Joy. In 2015, a controversy was stirred over whispers of BTS's V dating one of his fans. Netizens insisted that the two were lovers, but no official statement or social media post was shared by V on the matter. 2 years later, in 2017, V's romantic life was front and center yet again concerning Joy from the K-pop girl group Red Velvet. Although this wasn't the first time the two have been linked, a Korean daily published reports that claimed the two K-pop idols had been seeing each other in 2015. So how did the news of V and Joy resurface? Apparently, the two shared an intense encounter on stage during the MBC Music Festival. However, the official ARMY fan club hasn't stood by such claims, dismissing the entire situation by saying V was actually looking at the MC, not at Joy. Do the pictures speak for themselves? Or has the controversy over V's dating life gotten blown out of proportion for no reason at all? V has not confirmed or denied his involvement. Fashion controversy. In 2018, another controversy was stirred up, and this wasn't one that V or his BTS band members had much say over. The band's management, Big Hit, had to respond this time due to the International Jewish Human Rights Organization pointing out that the band has been seen bearing an offensive logo on more than one occasion. Big Hit did not allow for the misinterpretation of their intentions to fester and spoil the band's reputation. Management followed up with a statement concluding that they do not condone or support any groups related to political extremism. BTS has been targeted for their attire. Fortunately, or unfortunately for band member V, this wasn't his first rodeo. Name-calling. In 2015, V was called out for what fans believed to be inconsiderate behavior toward K-pop bands Big Bang and XID on M Countdown. V was seen mouthing lyrics to Big Bang's Loser when it was announced that the group won an award over girl group XID. Fans on all sides weren't shy about expressing their discomfort, especially considering these groups are in fact senior to BTS. Being as though Big Hit spends years polishing their K-pop idols, image and perception is not something they take lightly. V posted a tweet on behalf of the Misunderstanding explaining that he's actually a huge fan. V shared that he even listens to their music on a daily basis and expressed how happy he was for Big Bang's achievement. Hit record. To the surprise of no one, BTS was swarmed by fans at the South Korea International Airport on July 6, 2018. Everything was business as usual for the band until a bizarre controversy erupted. Band member V was accused of recording fans with a cell phone, and some considered this to be unacceptable. Critics believed that the faces of BTS's fans should not have been recorded without their consent. Bystanders who captured the moment uploaded the scene as a GIF on the internet. While this certainly didn't help matters, loyal BTS fans came to V's rescue, stating that he was only pretending to record the crowd. Another fan pointed out quite a keen potential scenario by claiming V wasn't recording fans or mimicking them at all. The fan concluded that V's camera was actually on selfie mode. In this case, perception really is everything. Unfortunately, not everyone saw it that way, and V was held responsible for the faux pas. Fuse TV. Singers are no strangers to having their voices critiqued even when the criticism is over the top and outrageous. Fuse TV's K-pop podcast K-Stop was clearly a bit too controversial because the entire show was cancelled. Host Jeff Benjamin, Tina Xu, and Brooke Bunce didn't bite their tongues when discussing BTS. One host was pretty blunt by disclosing that they don't like V's voice at all, while another host dismissed V altogether by claiming to not even know what he sounds like to begin with. However, the BTS ARMY didn't waste any time by posting tweets that alluded to how unprofessional the host was by making such unfriendly comments. What was so strange about the entire fiasco is that it's a K-pop podcast. Maybe try picking a different genre, potentially one they actually like. Bullying. BTS isn't only well known for their handsome faces and killer dance moves, but they've been known to produce music with very strong social messages, from songs like The Last that address mental illness to the track Am I Wrong, where the band unapologetically calls out the socially unconscious. V took it a step further and shared a controversial yet personal experience that touched many of his fans. V hasn't always been the most popular guy in the room. In fact, there was a time when he was still in grade school and waited outside for a friend friend to give him a gift card for his birthday. The friend never told V where the birthday party was, and V waited outside for 3 hours, not sure of where to go. V had found out that everyone had been invited except him, and he was purposely left out. V went on to discuss how at one point he nearly lost all of his friends due to the bullying he faced in school. 2 years later, V shared that his friend apologized. The two ran into each other once more after V's breakthrough with his BTS band and treated his old friend to a cup of coffee. Club scene. To no fault of his own, V got caught up in bold controversy due to false allegations from South Korean and former trainee Han Seohee. She claimed that she met V at a club he was at with South Korean actor and singer Kim Ki-bum. This led to tremendous amounts of netizens questioning if V was attending clubs underage. When fans confronted Han Seohee regarding V's whereabouts, she responded by letting fans know that she attended the clubs often, but she didn't spill any tea when it came to seeing V there, essentially giving full disclosure that she was a part of the club scene illegally, but denying any confirmation that V was also guilty of this. To make matters even more sketchy, as the armies were relentless in not letting Han off the hook, she felt pressured to speak publicly on the matter in an effort to bring the controversy to a halt. Beautiful men. Previously, V has received endless amounts of attention when it comes to his bad boy sex appeal. After all, V was ranked #1 as the most handsome face of 2017, and in 2018, V was recognized as the most charismatic man in Asia. The hostess, Katarina Kainor-Ju, and her guest of the Greek TV program talked about V being one of the top 5 most beautiful men, while a guest on the show quickly rejected the idea of V holding that title by insinuating whoever made that call must have pretty bad eyesight. Wow, talk about harsh. The entire panel on the show went completely out of their way to insult not only BTS member V, but Jungkook as well. Though they didn't stop there. The hostess even had less than savory comments about K-pop boy band idols EXO and 101. BTS stans gave Katarina absolutely no passes on this one, as they denounced the apology she gave, ultimately eliciting a response of more controversy. One BTS follower replied by re-quoting the first sentence of Katarina's apology. The BTS fan basically accused Katarina of having no regrets of her wrongdoing and was playing the victim when in fact she was the culprit. It may be fair to say that this won't be a mistake that the Greek television show will be making again. Can I touch your hair? BTS held a fan signing event in 2016, and the fans' favorite rebel, V, was front and center. One of their longtime admirers stood before V, as he was seated with the rest of the band members. The highlighted moment happened to be the most misleading one, during V's encounter with his fan. The images and GIFs showed V tugging on the young woman's hair. Further controversy was made available because Jin can be seen putting his hand between V and the fan to stop the interaction. At first glance, V's gesture can appear to be inappropriate, especially if the viewer doesn't have the full story, and being that the GIF lasted a mere 3 seconds, additional clips from the video show the meeting to be quite endearing and even flirtatious between the two. Yet that didn't stop the internet from insisting on V having questionable conduct. It even got to the point where the fan in the video had to release a statement in V's defense. After the fan shared her statement, it was sure to be a relief for V from the unwanted attention. Although this may have been a lesson for not only V, but for spectators as well, to not make assumptions based on ambiguous information. Livestream. On February 17, 2019, BTS went on V Live, a South Korean live video streaming service. BTS had a live countdown for Aquarius band member J-Hope's birthday, leading into February 18th to ring in the special moment right when the clock struck 12. Fans were totally thrilled that the lovable Bangtan boys thought to include them for the celebration. What was intended to be an impromptu BTS bash with their fans led to controversy over what viewers are calling assessing. The mysterious woman appeared in the background of the live video, which sent the internet into hysteria over the incident. She opened the door to the hotel room, and as she got a glimpse of the room and discovered that it was occupied, she snapped photographs of the band members before closing the door. Discussion between fans went back and forth between the sneaking suspicion that the young woman was a sasaeng, or if she was simply a part of the staff doing a routine check-in. As the debate continued to spiral out of control, BTS's management, Big Hit, released an official statement concluding that it was in fact a staff member who was entering the room. Fans are still unsure as to why pictures were taken if it was a staff member, while other BTS fans are just happy to know that their K-pop idol sweethearts are safe and sound. BTS's V may have a history of controversy, but fans are in love with him for his genuine effort to connect with fans and be a positive influence socially, even though it can appear to be contrary on occasion. Let us know in the comments which scandal you think was the most unfair.